What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Offroad Outlaws, and I hope everybody is doing alright today. And what I'm going to do today, show you guys my mud truck dually Chevy C10. It's not really a mega mud truck. I didn't really put the biggest tires possible on it. I kind of just made it a little smaller mud truck, cool little build, even though it's got more like rock tires on it, but they do work better and they actually get dirty in the mud compared to the tires that everybody kind of consider, well, battle tires, but everybody kind of uses them as tractor tires. But I don't like to use them anymore until, at least not until, you know, they're actually able to get dirty again. Because it's just a little, it's a pet peeve of mine to see the truck dirty and no dirty tires. It's like, no. No. But yeah, I did make it to look like a dually. It handles pretty well in the mud, handles pretty well just kind of driving around. You guys probably saw some stuff yesterday for this video, or for this truck, in my like longest name I ever found online video. Which I get that it's probably not necessarily the longest name anybody has on Offroad Outlaws. It is the longest name that I had ever seen on Offroad Outlaws, and that kind of turned into what the video was, because I could not get away from that person in lobbies. I kept trying to, it just didn't work. Probably just the timing I was recording, but yeah, this is a perfect tuned, because even though I tried to self-tune it, but afterwards didn't work. But yeah, it is running a diesel swap in it, so it's pushing, you know, 705 horsepower with way too damn much torque, like 1100 torque. So it's got a lot. But yeah, so let's go take this thing out. I think we'll go just kind of hit up the desert and go have a little bit of fun with it. You know, we got a little bit of mud there to get it sucked through, or, you know, push it through. So yeah, see you guys in just 1 second. Alright guys, here we are in the desert. And yeah, let's go put it through the little mud over here that just acts super thick. We'll throw it through here. It's not going to have super speed through it, but it does have a, you know, good little bit of speed through it. It doesn't pop wheelies through the mud. I detuned that out of it. However, it does extremely extremely squat trying to go through the mud. I think we'll get that as the thumbnail for this video. Kind of probably gonna clickbait anybody that, ooh, okay, wants to pop wheelie sometimes in the mud. I thought I detuned the whole wheelie thing, but you can get it to pop wheelies still. From a dead stop in the mud anyways. And that's not what I want. See a box over there. We'll get that box in 1 second. Okay, stop doing wheelies. Really? Now you're gonna do wheelies in the mud? Okay, never mind. We'll get some other thumbnail. We'll get a cool little just driving thumbnail, I guess. Ooh, we're jumping one. If it'll ever screenshot. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's legit. Lost our tires in the thumbnail. Okay then. Come on. There we go. Alright, now we're good to go. Well, we'll get that one. There we go. Little squat going on. So yeah, it will pop wheelies in low gear if you started out in low gear in the mud. You know, obviously driving outside the mud, it tries to do it, but it doesn't, luckily. Because I don't want it to do wheelies all the time. Ooh, brakes. Should put a handbrake on here, but I didn't. Here. Yep. Woohoo. Yeah. Alright, so now let's just kind of give it a little speed here. It's not too damaged. Woo! This build does share, because I did build it off of the tow truck build that I had before that I made for you guys. If you guys didn't tell from the paint job, So it does still have that same gearing setup, which is made more for torque and being able to pull and everything like that. So theoretically, if you take this to go do some pulls, you should be able to, pull pretty well, provided you keep all 4 tires on the ground anyways. Because that's a lot of the key thing to, pulling somebody in Off-Road Outlaws, is you got to keep your tires on the ground. If you got one of those builds that are just popping wheelies, you're not going to have as good of a, traction and torque thrown to the ground. Come on, there we go. So yeah, that's a big thing to keep in mind when you're pulling people. Ooh, we jumped it. I didn't want to jump it, but we did. We can flip it over. There we go. Alright, so let's try that again. Try a little hill climb here. I know it'll hill climb. No problemo. No problemo at all. Just, woo. Just needs to, not be flying at the hill so you don't jump it, because it is a little bit of a bouncier tune. I wanted it to have a little bit of bounce to it. Reminds me of that song, that Redneck Soldier song. Oh wow, that was a nice barrel roll we did there. Oh god, it does get a little squirrely, a little uncontrollable at times, but for the most part it is a pretty controllable build. And we'll do a little bit of first-person driving here for you guys. And I'll turn the volume back on because it was off. Ooh, I should not have shifted down. It does do a little bit of a, jumping and bouncing over the bumps, but overall it handles the bumps with ease and without just, totally going crazy. So we'll just keep that up. And the important thing is if you want to control this build, really, you're going to do that to me. Oh my gosh. Stop. Okay. I don't know why my phone likes to do that sometimes. There we go. It's like it gets a little bit too much dirt there, and it's like, yeah, no, we're not going to let you hit more than one button at a time. But it's good now. There we go. We'll get over here and do a little speed test for it. So it does have, like I said, it does share gears with the tow truck build, but it also has, a different size tire on it than the tow truck build. I was not trying to just reverse. Oh, God. There we go. Alright, stop hitting trees now. Oh, and somehow I spun it out. That's cool. There we go. We'll jump it over this a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And we'll hit it up for the speed test, guys. See exactly what it hits with this big of tires on it. Ooh, yeah. Alright. 129, fuck yeah. Let's see if we can land it. Come on. Ooh, I shouldn't have let off the gas. I should have kept on the gas and I'd have landed that perfectly. But that's okay. Ooh. There's a lock box and I think we might, let's attempt to go get it. Oh, I think it's right there. That's hilarious. There it is. We got the lockbox, guys. That was the easiest lockbox ever. So let's go over... It's over that way, right? No. Wrong way. It's this way. It's past that. The area over here is where the water is. I want to get it cleaned up. Maybe get a thumbnail for the video of it cleaned up. Or we might just go with one of those other screenshots I already took, but... Yep. Yep. It's you. Come on, man. Gain some speeds. Bounce that ass around. Shit. Let's go. Ooh, I guess you could kind of consider this a mega dually in a way because it's like huge ass tires. And yes, I know technically it's not a dually. Technically, they would be super singles, I believe is what they're called. For these back tires is what they technically are called in real life, are super singles. Which is just because they're big old tires, well, super wide truck tires that are, sort of dually, well, like, pretty much make you as wide as a dually, but with only a single tire instead of the dual tire. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. But I mean, the real life name of it doesn't really matter, because since we don't have actual dualies in this game, we got to, just kind of make do with what we can to mimic a dually. I'm just hope that, well, we probably will. We probably will in the next update. Because one of the posts that the Offroad Outlaws page had made in the past was one that was like, yes, we know you want dualies, yes, we know you want trailers, and yes, we know you want something else. So one of the other big, huge things that were, asked for by like 90% of the community, because nobody knows how to just search for something in the group to see if it's been suggested or not already. They just suggest it anyways. And some people just suggest way too much. I'm not going to point fingers at anybody, but yeah. Some people expect way too much out of a phone game. I mean, it's a phone game. It's not, a PC game. It's not like a PC sandbox game where it's like, we need everything. No. This is a mobile off-road game. There's only so much stuff that they're going to be able to add into the game without breaking I forget the name. I forget the name. But the game's made with Unity, so it's like can't remember what that's called. The crap. Brain fart on the actual scientific name for it. Well, the technical name, I should say. I kind of have slipped my mind on what it's called. But basically, the game's made on Unity, and you can only do so much into it before you break that base, that base program. Which is kind of why Gigabit's the way it is, and it's not, Gigabit doesn't have dirty vehicles and damage and all that. It's because they pretty much maxed out the version of Unity that they were using for Gigabit. They basically maxed it out, so you can't really add much else other than different maps, different vehicles. If they tried to add any more kind of like crazy stuff, it would just literally cause the game to break, which means they probably tried it and failed at it. So yeah, there's that to consider. Which, still no word from those guys on anything. They just like to post shit that has nothing to do with their game. Ooh, keep going, no winch. Woo. I know that just wasn't really worth it to winch and then let go, but I didn't want to fly down myself and just go everywhere. No, but yeah, guys, I mean, yeah, as far as like updates and stuff, yeah, like they'll only be able to add so much to this game, which, I mean, they'll be able to add a shit ton compared to what's in it now, but there's only so much that the game itself will be able to handle, and be, things that they'll actually be able to code into the game and get to work right with multiplayer, single player, and everything like that, which is why this game, when they do make updates, they're usually big updates, or, sometimes small incremental updates that need to be done, but yeah, it's because they want to put this much stuff in it, and then they have to that stuff works for not only single player, but multiplayer as well, and that it doesn't cause issues with multiplayer. So yeah, just think about that, guys, anytime you're wondering when's the next update. It's just literally, just relax, I mean, even if, for whatever reason, Offroad Outlaws took a year to release an update, which, wouldn't happen. They they tend to, even when they take a while to release an update, it's usually a few months or so. You know, back when the game first started, yes, they were making updates all the time, which is, you know, obvious, because when you make a new game or anything like that, it's gonna have bugs that are gonna need to be fixed, things that are gonna get, you know, added rather quickly, and then the update starts slowing down for the game as they get, you know, bigger updates, and that they're just spending a lot of time making them. But yeah, as far as this build, guys, it's pretty cool. It handles pretty well. It's fun to trail around with and just kind of cruise with and everything like that. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I will see you all in the next one. XO Froggy out.